PNC News First is presented by the Bank of Guam, the People's Bank. Pizza Hut, we're taking pizza where it's never been before. Taco Bell, the only place where you live Moss. Guam Auto Spot. Colgate, the #1 brand recommended by dentists. And IT&E, Life in Motion.
Live from the Broadcast Center, Akata, Tumon, Guam. Broadcasting in Guam and Saipan. Here's Janela Carrera and Clint Rigel with Donna De Jesus and Rebecca Elmore. PNC Sports with Leo Payumo and Weather with Chelsea Cruz. This is PNC News First.
Hafa day and good evening. You're watching PNC's News First. We're live from the Broadcast Center, Akanta. I'm Clint Rigel. Topping your news tonight, at least 37 are confirmed dead from gunfire and explosions that rocked the Resorts World Manila early this morning. The identities of the fatalities have not been released, and at this point, conflicting statements about who's responsible are being given. PNC's Janela Carrera spoke with Congresswoman Madeline Berdalio's office as well as the Philippine Consulate Office, and she files this report.
Oh my God, you guys, I can hear gunshots. Oh my God.
Local residents woke up to news this morning that hits so close to home. Reports of gunfire and explosions at the popular tourist destination for many Guamanians, Resorts World Manila. Initial reports indicate that the attack was perpetrated by a lone gunman who opened fire at RWM's casino, lighting gaming tables on fire using kerosene and shooting at LCD screens. Guam Congresswoman Madeline Berdalio released a statement calling it an apparent terrorist attack. The governor's office also joined others in mourning the casualties. President Donald Trump, speaking from the White House on his statement on the Paris Climate Agreement, was quick to refer to it as a terrorist attack as well. But conflicting reports soon came from Filipino authorities on the ground. Philippine National Police Chief Ronald De La Rosa calling it a robbery. And in a press statement to the media, National Capital Region Police Office Director Oscar Albayalde spoke on the possible motive.
Apparently, he's mentally disturbed, no? At nakita naman natin, that's why we could not relate it to we cannot relate it to terrorism is because he did not shot anybody, no? Wala siyang sinaktan doon, wala siyang binaril. He just went inside. He burned the gaming tables, no? At pinagbabaril niya is the doorknob of the storage where the chips were kept.
Resorts World Manila Director for Corporate Communications Owen Camayo released a statement this morning saying the company had extended medical assistance to 54 individuals who were taken to area hospitals. He also confirmed that there were several fatalities. CNN Philippines reports that authorities at the scene confirmed at least 37 dead, including the gunman. In his statement, Camayo said, quote, the company's security, together with police authorities, launched a hot pursuit, and at around 7 this morning, the gunman was found dead. He had taken his own life by setting himself on fire, followed by a self-inflicted gunshot wound, end quote. Local authorities told reporters that the suspect was described as Caucasian, and police hunted him down into the 5th floor, where he took his own life. According to multiple news reports, the gunman entered through the 2nd floor building wielding several firearms, and upon seeing this, security guards ran for safety. Most of the dead bodies were found in the 2nd floor of the resort at the gaming area, and most of them women. Although not yet confirmed, it is believed the fatalities were the result of smoke inhalation. Meantime, Congresswoman Berdalio's office announced that they will assist constituents who are not able to connect with family members at Resorts World Manila. Anyone needing assistance can contact her office at 477-4272. In addition, the Philippine Consulate Office said they are closely monitoring the situation.
Congresswoman Berdalio's office also released the phone numbers to call in the Philippines. We'll have those numbers posted on our website and PNC Facebook page. The Guam Liberation Historical Society has a new executive director in Ray Bloss, who was the former chairman of the Liberation festivities last year. In an interview this morning on Newstalk K57's Mornings with Patty, Agana Heights Mayor and Mayor's Council President Paul McDonald announced Blas taking the position and the plans to push through with the opening of the Liberation Carnival next month.
We don't know about the casino yet, but,
okay.
The carnival for sure.
Okay, carnival for sure, and that's on what day?
We're looking at the first week of July because of the situation, yeah. We're again meeting with Ray Blas, who had again volunteered to take over the foundation. So we spoke to him yesterday, and he accepted the position again.
Okay, so he's the new executive director of the Historical Society?
Yes.
The mayors plan on discussing the carnival situation at their next regular monthly meeting scheduled for next week, Wednesday. McDonald also said they are already having talks with officials on setting up the carnival at the Chamorro Village in Paseo.
We're negotiating now with Mr. Mendiola from Chamorro Village, and we're coordinating of course, the usage of Paseo. In the initial discussion of what we're going to go, where we're going to go, with the setup of the carnival, of course. And then how much it's going to cost and how many vendors are going to be interested in participating in the carnival.
Mayor McDonald says they would forgo the bidding process and just charge a flat fee if not enough vendors show interest in setting up a booth at the carnival. More concrete decisions will be made at the next council meeting on Wednesday morning. Guam Office of Homeland Security spokeswoman Jenna Gamindi says there will be a series of island-wide tests of the All Hazards Alert Warning System on Monday, June 5th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Gamindi says the test is not in response to any potential threats out of North Korea, but rather a regularly scheduled quarterly test of the system, which is used for warnings for all sorts of hazards, including things like tsunamis. All 15 sirens will be tested, and residents should expect to hear voice messages announcing the start of the test and wailing sirens.
And we just want to remind the community not to be alarmed. This test is in no way in response to anything dealing with North Korea or any threats of that nature. This test is a quarterly test that has been scheduled far in advance. So it's just another way that we're testing our capabilities to make sure that we're able to address the community.
Yesterday, Mayor Paul McDonald told PNC that the test was related to the preparation for a possible North Korean missile attack. However, Gamindi says the mayor was mistaken.
Well, we can understand that there might have been some confusion during the brief that the mayors received from the Homeland Security Advisor and the Office of Civil Defense Administrator. There was information that was provided regarding North Korea, what residents should and should not be alarmed about, and really putting the faith and the confidence in the U.S. military and the capabilities to support Guam and the homeland and kind of protect Guam and the homeland. So I can understand where the confusion may have been brought up. We did mention the testing of the All Hazards Alert Warning System in that same brief in hopes that they can help get that message out to the residents. If they do receive calls, they're able to help us.
Gamindi says the briefing on North Korea was focused on highlighting the missile defense capabilities of the U.S. military. She also confirms that it was Homeland Security who asked to give the North Korea briefing to the mayors. There are now 72 reported victims of child sex abuse, with the latest filing a complaint against defrocked priest Raymond Cepeda. PNC's Donna De Jesus has the details.
Raymond Cepeda served as a priest at the Santa Barbara Catholic Church in Dedido and at the Cathedral Basilica, and was defrocked in 2009 after he was accused of sexual abuse in 2014. The latest complaint filed yesterday through attorney David Lujan was by a man using the initials RQ. This is the 6th time Cepeda has been named as the offender in these church abuse cases. What's a little different about this alleged victim is that RQ was not an altar server. He claims to have been abused when he was taking confirmation classes at the Dedido parish, of which Cepeda was in charge. One of the requirements for the class is for students to perform community service at the church. RQ was tasked to be a reader for the 5:30 p.m. Mass every Saturday. In court documents, RQ alleges that Cepeda would have him stay at the rectory after Mass. While there, the complaint says Cepeda would fondle and sexually abuse RQ almost every week. Even at outside functions, RQ claims if Cepeda was also in attendance, he would insist on taking RQ home. Although he says he did not want to ride with Cepeda because he knew what his true intentions were, RQ obeyed anyway because he was a priest. In the car, Cepeda would fondle RQ and then take him to a secluded place or to the rectory, where Cepeda would continue to abuse him. RQ is asking for $5 million in damages. Reporting for PNC, I'm Donna De Jesus.
Meanwhile, the Archdiocese of Agana issued a statement yesterday afternoon regarding the recent sex abuse allegations. In the release, Coadjutor Archbishop Michael Burns said that while emotions pale in comparison to the pain suffered by the victims, the Archdiocese expresses its deep sadness and continues to pray for those who have experienced sexual abuse by clergy or staff and who continue to suffer because of it. Archbishop Burns adds, quote, "Our Archdiocese's commitment to strengthen our vigilance in this area and ensure that all of our children and adults grow in their faith, protected in a fully loving, nurturing, and safe environment," end quote. The statement also encouraged victims to seek professional counseling, which is offered by the Hope and Healing Initiative. You can read the full statement on our website at thepacificnewscenter.com. Over the legislature, it was revealed during a budget hearing for the University of Guam that in the last 15 years, other educational institutions received a 40 to 50% increase in appropriations, while UOG's allotment has decreased by 11%. The university is currently staring down an impending fiscal shortfall, but while UOG President Robert Underwood said it was tempting to simply ask for more money, he opted instead to explain why it pays to pursue higher education at UOG.
It really is a position statement and a plan for the future of the university and the future of Guam and the region. It is not just a series of numbers which we hope add up, but a financial plan for the future growth of an institution this island, the region, needs and deserves if this island is going to face the future with confidence and courage.
Unpredictable allotments could throw a wrench into the university's good to great programs. As Underwood notes, the university has already exhausted funds earmarked for G2G projects in an effort to cover operational costs instead. But despite decreased funding looming in UOG's future, Underwood said the university has continued to live within their means.
It is tempting to say that we're trying to make up for the obvious reality that the Department of Administration did not give us our full allotments for 2016, and the outlook doesn't look any better for 2017. But the increase we are requesting is only approximately 60% of the allotments that were not given. We're not trying to reverse the past. That past is over. But we are forced to plan for the future.
For more information on UOG's FY18 appropriations request, you can log on to our website at thepacificnewscenter.com. Victory for Save Southern Guam, the grassroots organization that wants to stop the development of 2 high-rise towers in Pago Bay. Judge Arthur Barcinas ruled in their favor and denied the developers' attempts to dismiss the lawsuit. Judge Barcinas issued his decision and order today denying a motion filed by Wang Fang Construction to dismiss Save Southern Guam's petition for judicial review. The center of the controversy is whether or not Save Southern Guam met the deadline to submit their petition. Wang Fang argued that Save Southern Guam didn't file it within 15 calendar days as required by law, but attorney Levin Camacho countered that the Guam Land Use Commission made the mistake of telling the organization to file within 15 working days. Save Southern Guam is challenging the variance that was granted to Wang Fang to begin construction on the high-rise condominiums. You can read Judge Barcinas' order online at thepacificnewscenter.com. All right, we'll keep watching PNC. We'll be back right after this.